Outsourcing to contractors or hiring full-time employees, what's better for your business? I got this question from one of my readers. Which is better, hiring employees from a service like Brickworks or hiring a full-time employee? One really isn't necessarily better than the other in all circumstances. How you outsource your business would depend on the type of tasks that you outsource and what you eventually plan to do with your business. When you should outsource to contractors. Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Workweek talks about hiring people from a service or from contractors so you won't have a single point of failure. The great thing about outsourcing to contractors is that there's always somebody who'll do the work that you gave them to do. If the person who usually does it gets sick or can't work for some reason, there's always somebody who'll replace that person, so basically the work doesn't stop. Outsourcing to contractors is also ideal if you're the type of entrepreneur who wants to micromanage everything and do most of the work yourself. That's because you can only assign simple tasks when you outsource to contractors. You can only assign simple tasks to contractors because you basically have no idea who's doing that job for you. The person who did that job for you yesterday may not be the same person who's doing that job today. Contractors usually have no idea how their job relates to your business, so you're responsible with making sure that their work is up to the quality that you want. You may have to do some changes in the work that they do in order to suit your business. Take, for example, article writing. You can ask a freelance writer to write something about a certain topic, but you'll have to check his work afterwards to see if the content would be a good fit to your site. When you should outsource to full-time employees like Tim Ferriss, I like outsourcing because it helps you have a business that doesn't need that much work. However, I do things a little differently when it comes to outsourcing because I eventually want someone else to run the business for me. That's why, for my purpose, I prefer hiring full-time employees over outsourcing to contractors. As an employer, I do encounter some problems. Employees sometimes get sick, and so there will be days that they won't be able to get any work done. But the reason I prefer hiring full-time employees because I get to take advantage of their growing set of skills. I train employees so that eventually I can let go of the reins and let them run the business for me. All I need to do is to check in on them every once in a while. So, how do I do it? I look for employees that can do one good thing. Once they master that, I train them to do other tasks that are related to what they already know to do. I continue to train them, adding to their skills until they have enough skills to know how the business works and they're good enough to know how to run it well. They know what needs to be done and when to do it. They only need to consult with me every once in a while if they encounter problems that need my input. You don't have to stick to one type of outsourcing. You can outsource to contractors for sites in the beginning and eventually hire a full-time staff once your business is established. You could even outsource to contractors for simple tasks while keep a small full-time staff for more complicated tasks. Whatever type of outsourcing you decide to use for your business, make sure you know exactly what you want outsourced and find ways to keep track of your contractors, employees, and their work.